Yo, what is up guys? This is RizzyPal, and today I am going to be going over 50 mods that you haven't heard of before. And the reason why you haven't heard of these mods before is because not that many people are playing it, so you probably haven't heard of these mods before. Some of these mods have had hours put into them, and there is so much content in some of these mods, and they are really good, so I really suggest checking them out. Also, as usual, this video took forever to make, so if you could leave a like if you did enjoy, subscribe if you have not already, and comment what was your favorite mod that I showcased in this video, and let's just get into it, guys. This is Useful Furniture, which adds so many furniture types, so many customizable furniture types into your game. We have desks, we got toilets, we got all sorts of stuff. We have cabinets, all this kind of stuff. What is this? A microwave, I believe, in here. There's even a frying pan. We have towel. All kinds of stuff. There's a sink. I believe one of them can actually be used as a crafting table. This can actually be used as a stove top. And then we can also even use a fridge for stuff. We can store food in there. So this is just a really neat mod if you're trying to build a house and just have a really cool interior. A lot of these are actually like useful, like you can do stuff in them. This next mod is called Candyland. It adds 3 new biomes into your Minecraft world, all having to do with candy. It also adds a ton of new mobs and a ton of new crafting recipes and a ton of new desserts to eat. It also has a cookie ore in this game. And honestly, there is so much content in this mod that I can't really go through all of it right now, but it is a really cool mod. All right, this is the Treasure 2 mod, which spawns all these cemeteries around your world, and they all have some kind of dungeon or chest underneath. So if we dig down, we should be able to find them. And every single cemetery is different. Sometimes there are crazy difficult dungeons. Sometimes the chests are completely locked and you can't even get them. And sometimes it's like really easy and you can just take everything. Oh, well, this dungeon is a trap, actually. All right, I found another cemetery, and I believe this is a wither cemetery. So we're just gonna dig down below and see what we can find. All right, guys, I found it. It took me a while to dig down, but I found what was down beneath, and it is a locked chest. So I can't actually open it, unfortunately. So I would show you what treasure inside. Maybe if I break it. Nope, I shouldn't have done that. Can't see what's inside, but there are exclusive items to this mod and certain like really cool weapons that you can get, all that kind of stuff. As you can see, this is it already adds like a ton of new blocks. Like what is this? A wither chest. Oh, all right. The next mod is the Burning Torches mod, which adds new torches into the game that burn out over time or also burn out in the rain. And really, this just is made to make Minecraft a little bit harder. So you can't just have torches everywhere. You actually have to relight them with flint and steel after they burn out. And this just makes the game more realistic as well. So I'm just going to turn it to weather rain right now to just demonstrate for you guys that all these torches are going to burn out. And then I'm going to just weather clear. We're just going to do 100 for now. And as you can see, I can relight them when I put my flint and steel on them, and that's pretty cool. So most mods are actually super helpful for your game. It makes things more convenient, or you know, they just add a ton of really cool mods and just like really nice to play around with. On the other hand, this mod, Gray Goo, actually creates a goo in the game that if you place down, it spreads to every single block. So as you can see, that is what it's doing right here, and it's just destroying every single block. It goes all the way down to bedrock, and as you can see, it is just spreading like crazy, and it's going to end up engulfing my entire world if I do leave it here long enough. So Gray Goo, it also adds a couple of other goos that have specific purposes, like they only destroy water or they only destroy stone or something. But yeah, as you can see, this is just destroying everything, man. It's kind of sad. All right, so I left my game on for like 10-15 minutes, and as you can see, my whole world has become gray goo because it's spread literally everywhere, and it goes all the way down to bedrock. All right, so this is the zombie steak mod, which pretty much makes zombie flesh a good source of food. Pretty much you got raw flesh, you put it with some snowball, you're able to get some fresh flesh. I already got some in my inventory. You can also put it in a furnace, and now you got some delicious zombie steak. And for this, you can do a ton of stuff. You can make some zombie stew, and you can also make a zombie zombie face, which I got a ton right over here. And they pretty much act like Cake, and they heal 2 hunger points instead of 1 like Cake does. I think Cake might even do half of 1. But yeah, as you can see, you can eat it, and it's absolutely delicious, and it's a cool like decorative item and stuff. So just a neat little mod. I think it's cool. And they have an apple inside their mouth. I think that's hilarious. Alright, this next mod is called God's Fist, and essentially adds this new item into the game called God's Fist, and it is just an extremely broken tool. So I'm just going to show you guys this real quick. It breaks everything insanely quickly. So as you can see, everything is breaking, not just stone breaks. If you see, I can actually break this tree completely down super quick, and it's just an extremely broken tool. It is really expensive though, so you know, it's not that broken. It is an extremely broken weapon, tool, but you know, it does cost a lot. But look how fast I am just able to destroy all this. It is actually like super satisfying to be able to just destroy everything this quickly. This is another simple mod with great possibilities. This is the Combined Potion mod, which pretty much allows you to combine potions. You can just take them all into a crafting table. And right here we got invisibility, we got jump boost too, and we got strength, and I'm just gonna combine them all into one, and you're gonna see we're gonna go crazy, guys. But yeah, this is a nice little mod. I think it's a very simple touch added to the game, and it makes it so you don't have to carry a ton of potions around if you want to do something crazy. You can just have one potion that gives you everything, and you know, that's pretty cool in my opinion. Next up, we have the Chameleon Creepers mod, which pretty much makes creepers disguise themselves into whatever block they're standing on. So creepers are that much harder to fight, and this is just pretty much a new buff for creepers. This kind of makes it a lot more like how creepers are supposed to be, where they're supposed to actually creep up on you, because honestly, look at this creeper in the grass. You can barely tell that there's a creeper there, especially if you're just walking like this. It really disguises itself into the background. So yeah, it just disguises itself into whatever block it is standing on, so it makes it that much harder to see. Next up, we have Fire's Clay mod, which pretty much makes it so that clay spawns in veins underground. So as you can see, we have some yellow terracotta right here, we have some gray terracotta right here, we have some clay, we have all kinds of different types of clay that is spawning underground, as you can see. And this is just a really neat mod, because mining clay in water and in rivers or in oceans just takes absolutely forever, and it takes forever to get this terracotta unless you have a mesa biome nearby. So it's really nice that you can just collect clay in veins when you're mining. It just makes everything easier. This is a better slabs mod, which creates pretty much half slabs for any blocks in the entire game. So as you can see, we have some diamond half slabs, we have some grass half slabs, and we also have some sponge half slabs. And also what you can do in this mod is that you can actually even place these slabs vertical, and you can also even place them on a slope like this. Very cool. This is a bouncing balls mod, which adds a ton of bouncing balls into your game, which you can then equip into your hand, and then when you right click, it actually allows you to to bounce on your own, and it's really cool, and it's actually pretty fun. They have all kinds of different balls, as well as this TNT mod that I want to show, and it creates explosions, just destroys everything. But it is pretty cool, so get this mod a try. All right, this next mod is called Magical Map, and what it does, it creates this map into your game that you can rename with an anvil. So if you're having difficulty finding like a certain structure in Minecraft, like for example, I'm trying to find myself a woodland mansion. So I'm gonna go to this map that I created, and I'm gonna rename it Mansion. And right now, I'm gonna be able to actually see where my mansion is, and you know, I'm gonna just go to it. I believe this is the way, and I'll show you guys when I find myself a woodland mansion. It's kind of far, but you know, I'm gonna do it because I'm trying to find myself a woodland mansion. All right, I have followed the map, and as you can see, I am at the woodland mansion. It says I am at the structure, so hooray! I am at my heart's content. Hooray! Next up is the quick hotbar mod. Now this is an extremely convenient mod. If you click control and then start scrolling, you can actually change up what is in your hotbar. So this is extremely useful. You can actually just probably organize your whole entire inventory so that if you really need to switch a certain item really quickly, you can just do control down, and then you can easily get that item. All right, this next mod is called the Overlord mod, and what it allows you is to make your own skeleton army, and this is a really cool mod. So I made these little 2 skeletons right over here, and they follow me wherever I go. and I made it using this little machine right over here. I took a lot of bones and also took a lot of milk, but I got my own skeleton army. I put some armor on them so they don't die in the sun, and yeah, I just have it set so they kill any mob around me. So they're just gonna go and kill this zombie right over here, as you can see. And there's a lot of things you can do to customize these skeletons. You can also give them skins. So I have a skin with fuzz one right over here. And as you can see, I'm a pumpkin right over here. So they should now become a pumpkin. As you can see, that's me. I made them me. And over here I got a PewDiePie. And yeah, there we go. Now I got a PewDiePie that's gonna follow me and kill some zombies for me if I want him to. This next mod is called the Switchbow mod. It also has a switch crossbow, and it has these quivers, which are really nice. You can keep a ton of arrows in them if you really want to, just for some nice storage of arrows. And it also adds a ton of new arrows into the game. So we got a thunder arrow, TNT arrow, frost arrow, air arrow, and all of these do separate different things. Teleport arrow is like, you know, you shoot it and you teleport somewhere. It needs ender pearls to make. I don't know exactly what all of these arrows do, but you should download the mod and then you can see for yourself. This is the arcade mod, and it adds 2 arcade games into your Minecraft game, and these are Snake and Tetris, and hopefully they add some new mods in the future, but we're now just Snake and Tetris. And look, I messed up, but you can play Snake and Tetris. Like, I'll show you guys here. Level 1 Tetris. Look at me, guys. I'm playing Tetris and I'm doing amazing. And also, just like in a real arcade, after you play these games, you get some tickets. So I got a ton of tickets right here because I am really, really good at Tetris. You know, I'm a god. That's how I got these tickets. And so there's a prize counter over here, and you can actually buy a ton of really cool figurines. So I'm just gonna buy them. You can also buy diamonds. That's a lot of money though. For you can buy iron, you can buy gold, you can buy ender pearls. What else do they have? Okay, that's fine. But these figurines are actually really, really cool. You can place them down. You got a creeper one and you got a pig one, and they look really cool. These could be some nice decorations in your house. Now, this is a really cool mod called Floricraft, which pretty much adds a ton of new things with flowers, and it actually allows you to take a ton of flowers and put them together and make a stack out of them. And as you can see, this is a dry sakura stack. This is a dry rose stack. We got a dry poppy stack. We got a dry oxy daisy stack, and we have just a ton of other ones, and there's one for every single type of flower, and they just look so pretty when you put them against the wall, you know what I mean. They also have a new block called silage, which is like a hay bale that you can put in a fence with a ton of cows or sheep or whatever, and I believe these cows will actually eat the hay bales and actually reproduce, you know. So hopefully we get to see these cows make some love in this video. Oh, there we go, be in love. You know, do stuff. Floricraft also adds this new biome full of rose bushes, and it is actually really, real cool. It has like a fence and everything, a little pond all around it, and it is absolutely beautiful. Next up, we have the Space Age mod, which adds a ton of spaceships into your game. These are ones that I just spawned in creative mode, but you can make them yourself, and you can travel to other planets. You can travel into space, the moon, Mars, and all kinds of stuff. So we're just gonna go and look at that in a sec. All right, and then we can also go to the moon using a spaceship, and as you can see, this place looks really cool. It also has these structures in the moon. I'm pretty sure there are some mobs as well. We have a moon crawler right over here. So, oh my god, look at this thing. It's a moon shoom. I don't know what it's called, but yeah, there's also gravity in this on the moon as well as space, as well as Mars. Now, this next mod is called Spawn Commands. Essentially, this is just another mod there just for convenience, but it is a really, really nice mod. It pretty much just adds multiplayer commands into your single player survival world, or whatever single player world that you want. So what you can do is you can essentially set your spawn point just by doing spawn ! And now my bed home location is set. And now if I go and fly away from my spawn, I can actually just teleport back over there by doing /spawn. So let's do that, and as you can see, I'm back at my spawn location. The next mod is called Crystal Caves, which pretty much adds these nice little crystals into your caves, and they have actually quite a few uses for them. So if you're able to mine them, you can actually get a crystal and you can actually craft them into tools, and they are better than iron but less than diamond. And what's really cool about these tools is, as you can see, I have two swords right here. One has a wooden stick, and this one actually has a bone as a handle. So you can use bones as a handle. So I'm not sure why you would ever use a stick when you can use bones, because bones are just so much cooler. Also, what you can do with these crystals is that you can actually smelt them into glass, and now you have some blue blast resistant glass. So that's pretty cool, and they look pretty dope as well. So you know, it's pretty cool mod, guys. This mod is called Augmented Interactions, and it is just a little neat mod that adds a ton of animations into your game, like when you are trying to light fire with flint and steel, when you're trying to spawn a mob, or even when you're trying to shear some sheep, and it looks really cool. So I really like this mod, and it's just nice and simple. This next mod is called Cosmic Armory, and it adds these new meteorites into your game, these new meteorite blocks, and you can mine them and actually break them down into ingots, and using that you can do a ton of stuff. There's all these machines that are in the game as well. I believe this is a cosmic forge, a cosmic compressor, so a lot of like stuff that is similar to like industrial craft and those kind of mods. You even have this one block bedrock miner that can actually mine bedrock if you go all the way down. Adds a ton of new armor. As you can see, I'm looking pretty fly right now, if I do say so myself. And there's also these comet helmets, and let's see those. Oh man, I am looking absolutely fly. And we also have a dense steel helmet as well. But yeah, this mod, ooh, that one actually looks super cool. Next up, this is the calculator mod, which is just a really useful mod to have in your game. It creates a little tiny calculator in your game, and you can do all kinds of calculations that you might need to do while you're playing Minecraft, instead of having to pull out your own calculator or phone, or have to Google and use the Google calculator. Man, that thing is annoying. But yeah, this is a nice little calculator. So cool stuff. Next up, we have the Mob Mash mod, which pretty much adds a couple of new mobs into your game, a couple of new hostile mobs, just to make your life a little bit more difficult. So first off, we have the Slagmite, which spawns in caves, and you know, they're just kind of annoying. They just look like big silverfish. Next up, we have a Sandworm, which just spawns in sand, pretty much in deserts, and these are a lot smaller than the Slagmites, but they still look like not Enderman, silverfish. And next up, we have a pirate, and they sound really mad. This is the potion of resizing. It adds 2 potions into your game, a shrinking potion and a growth potion. And honestly, they're kind of funny. This is a shrinking 1 potion. This is a shrinking 2 potion. And now I am super tiny, and it is actually kind of hilarious how tiny I am. This is the growth 1 potion. As you can see, I am absolutely a giant, and this is the growth 2 potion, and I am now huge, and this is kind of cool, honestly. This mod is called Horizontal Glass Panes, and pretty much it does exactly that. It adds these really nice horizontal glass panes that you can use with building, and especially you could use these to like make a really nice skylight in your house like I am doing. Isn't it absolutely beautiful, guys? This is the Bonfires mod, which pretty much allows you to make these bonfires and then put them anywhere in your world, and then you can actually use them to teleport to each other. So over here, I'm going to go to the overworld, click on mountain because I want to go there, and I have another bonfire right over here. So you can actually just make a ton of these and put them all around your world. They are pretty expensive though, but it's really great transportation, and you know, they look pretty cool too. Our next mod is Crocoducks, which adds a new mob called the Crocoduck into your game, which is pretty much a combination of a chicken and a crocodile. And just like normal chickens, they do lay eggs, and they have a chance of spawning a crocoduck from one of these eggs. So I'm just going to throw them. Usually it does actually spawn a crocoduck, but not every single time. I'm trying to show that not every single time it does, but I guess maybe it does every single time. Anyways, we have these crocoducks right here, and they look really derpy. Alright, this mod is called Global XP, and pretty much it allows you to store experience into this little cage thing right over here, and you're able to give your experience to other players on your server, or you're just able to store experience wherever you want. So all you have to do is shift right click on this little cage thing, and as you're going to see, all my experience went into it, and I can just grab it grab all my experience back if I want to, or a friend could if he wants. All right, this is the water-free farming mod, which essentially adds water-free farming, but it's not as easy as you think. There are these 2 new blocks into the game, 2 new machines, and you can actually create your own dirt as well as sand fertilized. So what this pretty much makes it is that you don't actually have to have water around. You can use it to plant seeds without any sort of water. It's kind of amazing. So just a neat little mod, just simple. This next mod is called Carbanado Ore, which adds a new ore into the game that is better than diamond, and it is a bit more rare and more difficult to get than diamond. So it actually is a bedrock ore, and I thought this was pretty cool. As you can see, some bedrock will actually spawn in with a little bit of a texture, and they can actually be mined with a diamond pickaxe. So just gonna grab a diamond pickaxe right over here, and let's just see how long it takes for me to actually mine it. But actually it does not take that long. So there we go. I got a Carbanado ore. I got a Carbanado block here as well, and it looks pretty cool actually. And then one more cool thing that it does add is this Carbanado reinforced glass, which actually looks pretty sick if you do ask me, and it is all blast resistant and everything, and it's just difficult to break, so it's some nice glass to have. But yeah, I just thought this was a pretty cool mod because it spawns on bedrock and actually gives bedrock a purpose. This next mod is called Appletrees, and it actually allows you to harvest apple trees from certain types of trees. Not every oak tree is actually going to grow apples off of them, but only certain kinds can, and you're just able to reliably get some apples and eat them for a main food source, because normally apples only have like a chance for every 3 trees to drop an apple, and so now you can actually harvest apples reliably and you know, have them as a main food source. The next mod is called Fancy Battleaxes, and it just adds a ton of new weapons into your game, namely Battleaxes, and it adds them all kinds. So they're even like silver Battleaxes and nickel Battleaxes and titanium Battleaxes, in case you're like using some other mods that use like silver and titanium and other materials like that. So now I'm going to just show you how they are used. They are a lot stronger than the normal sword. So as you can see, I just killed that in 2 hits, and it has 11 attack damage, 0.8 attack speed though, which means that it's pretty slow to hit, but it is much stronger, so it definitely is worth it, even though it is a little bit slower. This next mod is called the Dungeons 2 mod. Ignore that. That is for a different mod. But yeah, the Dungeons 2 mod revamps dungeons in Minecraft, and you know there's going to be a dungeon around because you're going to see a giant structure like this, or actually these structures will form in caves, so you'll see it like that. But sometimes you'll just be able to see them on top of the world. You don't have to be like underground to see them. So we're just going to go look at the dungeon right now. It is actually a lot cooler than the normal dungeon, and there's a lot to it actually. So as you can see, I mean, it starts off in a big room like this, and then you can go in here, and yeah, there's many rooms and everything, a lot of chests, and you know, it just makes exploring dungeons really cool. And honestly, these go on for a very long time. As you can see, we had hit a dead end over here, but there's many other pathways that we can go to. It also adds a ton of new cool blocks like these, which look really cool. There's like sloped stone blocks, as you can see over here. And it seems like a lot of work went into this mod. There's also, what is this? A grate. There's a grate, guys. It's amazing. But yeah, guys, I could honestly explore these dungeons forever, but we don't have time for that. So we're going to move on to our next mod. Oh my god, there is a library here. Cool. This next mod is called Creeper Chicken, which is just a pretty fun mod that just adds 1 new mob into the game, and it is a creeper chicken. So as you can see, it is obviously just a combination of a chicken and a creeper, and you know, they're just kind of cute. They're just kind of fun. You can just go up to a chicken and you can take a creeper treat, and you can just give it to the chicken and it will explode. I made it at like, oh no. Now this next mod is called Creeper Drops, which pretty much makes it so that creepers actually have some drop items besides just gunpowder. So they can drop creeper skin, and they can also drop raw creeper, and you can cook that in a creeper steak. So now you got a good food source from creepers. Anyways, this creeper skin can actually be crafted into armor, as you can see right here, and it low-key makes me look like kind of a boss. So, you know, I like this mod. This is the village info mod, and what it does is that when you click F3, it actually tells you how many villagers are in the village that you are in, or how many houses and how many villagers it contains, as well as how many golems. And if you're actually close to a village, it will say that there is a distant village, as you can see in the F3 spot. All right, this next mod is called Catwalks Fort, and it essentially just adds these really cool building blocks into your game. You know, they're just places that you can stand on, and they look really nice. So they can be used for like balconies or something. So like you can build like some cool catwalks like this. And as you can see, when I build into the block, like, oh, sometimes it's a little bit weird when you click, but there you go. Let's say like I had a hidey hole in this mountain or something, and I'm coming out, and I have a little balcony right over here for me, and I can just look out in my world, and it looks really nice. These could be used for some really amazing decorative blocks, and these look really nice as well. And here's a texture for the last catwalk if you want to see it. These could be some really cool building blocks, and I really hope that they add these in regular Minecraft at some point. You could make like an arena out of these or anything. This looks really nice. This is visible armor slots, and what it does is that it makes it so that you can see all of your armor on the side, and this is just insanely convenient. Such a simple mod, but it adds so much to the game in terms of convenience. Instead, I would have to get out of that screen. I'd have to take the chest out of my inventory and then put it back, and then once I repair it, I have to take it out again and put it back in here. And just really useful because I can even enchant it just straight from my inventory spot over here, and I got projectile protection 1. Amazing. This mod is called the Pocket Netherlink, and essentially what it does, it adds this new item into your game, Pocket Netherlink, that you can craft. And what you can do with it is that you can put in your crafting table, and you can actually create whatever you want that could be in the nether. And it has a durability as well, so you're gonna have to craft another one when it breaks, but you can essentially use this to craft a ton of things that you couldn't normally go without going into nether. Essentially what this does is that it makes it so you don't have to ever go to nether if you don't want to. You can just craft everything from the comfortability of the overworld. This next mod is called the Desertlands, and it adds a new dimension into your world that you can go through using a portal like this in the overworld, and you can go to these desert lands and explore it. They have a ton of new mobs as well, and a bunch of new terrain. So it is pretty cool and a nice place to explore. All right, this next mod is called the Cracked Zombies mod, and this is another mod that's just there to make Minecraft just a little bit harder for yourself. So as you can see, it has these zombies there that are buffed quite a bit. They cannot burn in the sunlight anymore, and they also, I'm pretty sure they do more damage as well, and they spawn in groups of zombies, as well as it has these zombie pigmen, which are pretty scary because they actually hold a diamond sword. So this mod definitely makes Minecraft survival much more of a challenge. All right, this next mod is called Derpy Cats, and this is honestly one of the most funniest mods I've seen. So we're gonna see some really derpy cats. It adds a ton of new cat mobs into the game, as you can see, and they look so funny. Look at that. Look at this. I believe they have all like unique drops and everything. This is a creeper cat. Look at that. And yeah, there is a ton of them. I'm just gonna show them off. This is a giant cat. Look at how big this is. We also have the giraffe cat and the crazy cat, which, yeah. Bro, you good? All right, this next mod is called the Effortless Building mod, and it's just a really nice mod for building really quickly. So you could use this in survival, but probably going to be mostly used in creative, just to quickly build some things. So as you can see, I click a block right over there, and I can then create a block like that. Just a huge cube I was able to make in just a few clicks. There are some hotkeys that you can click, and if you want like just an array, like a column of blocks built or something like that, then you can actually do that in the settings. You can also mirror you can like mirror something. So if I want this part copied right over here, I can build this exact structure right over here with a click. All right, this is the random portals mod. So essentially you can use any color portal that you want to make a nether portal now. And what you can do is you can literally place it wherever you want. So I got a yellow vertical portal, and I just want a little portal right over here. We're actually just gonna have it like that. And this is my little portal now. If I want to, I can also make a one going like that. I can make it kind of like a Twilight Forest one, and I actually placed it on top of me. So we are going to Nether, but I'm pretty sure you guys understand how this one works. This is the Wands Control Mob mod, and it adds a ton of wands into your game to control other mobs. So as you can see, we have Wand of Silence, Wand of Ages, Wand of Following, Wand of Enfeeblement, and Wand of Pacification and Immolation. So what these mobs do is they do stuff to mobs. So as you can see, Mob of Signs, we have a ton of cows right here, and they are kind of annoying. They're gonna moo, and I don't like them mooing. So be quiet, you stupid cows. And so if you have like a ton of cows next to your place or something, you could probably make one of these and make them all silent, and it will be a nice time. You be quiet too. Stop, be quiet, watch your sheep. No more ducking. You can also keep a mob a baby if you really want to. So we have the Mob of Ages right here, and we're gonna keep you a baby forever. And Wand of Following, you guys are gonna follow me, and yeah, come here, thank you. Thank you so much. Watch a sheep. This is another mod that makes Minecraft just a bit harder. It makes it so that you take damage when you're punching something if you're not using the right tool. I believe the only block that you can actually break with your hand is a dirt block. So we broke a dirt block, even grass. Oh, grass we can break, but as soon as we start punching this tree, you're gonna see that we start to take damage. So it makes Minecraft a little bit harder and makes it a little bit more realistic. This mod is Tea the Story, and this is a pretty complex mod that has a lot of content that is all about making tea, which is crazy that there is a really in-depth mod in Minecraft about making tea. There's all sorts of machines and all these kind of things that you have to do to dry and ferment them, and then there are different ways of doing it and all different kinds of teas. As you can see, if I type in tea over here, there's all different types of bowls. You got milk tea, black tea, all sorts of tea. Yeah, so definitely a lot of content in this mod, but you know, if you enjoy making tea and you really like tea, you know, I would suggest doing this. Maybe you could make some fancy bobas and give it to me, and you know, I like bobas, so that'd be cool. This next mod is called Underground Biomes, and it makes caves so much more fun to explore. They add so many new types of rocks into your game, and you know, caves are finally interesting because right now caves are actually kind of boring to explore because, you know, if you've done it once, you've kind of done it every single time. But yeah, this makes caves just so much cooler to be able to explore. Adds so many different types of rocks. Let's see what this is. We got shale, and honestly, I still haven't been able to show you everything that this mod has to offer. So you should definitely download it if you want to make caves, you know, a lot more cool and fun, and have a ton of new building blocks for your game, essentially. All right, guys, thank you for watching. Again, this video took me so much time to make, so if you guys could leave a like if you did enjoy, subscribe if you know you want to see more of my videos, that, you know, these high content videos. Yeah, make sure to subscribe, and also leave a comment. Tell me what you want to see in the future, as well as what was your favorite mod that I showcased in this video. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.